And I'm back. Let's paint. Okay, so did some more work on the car. It's looking mighty good, if I might say so myself. At this point, I need to darken. I need to get the wheels a little more realistic. The inside here. So let's get a little of this. So it's not like bright. It was really bright. It was annoying looking. Just want a little bit of some color so it doesn't look like it was merged in like I did. So I know the actual wheel well will be in here and whatnot, but I still want to get it to where it looks decent. So that looks pretty good. So down here is a little darker around here. And up there it's going to be a little darker as well. So just sort of chill this bright white out a bit. All right, it's going to look good. Okay, and then get some of that dark, and finally go back over on this one. That is remarkably big for a wheel, but whatever. And then at the top it's more white, so I have that white already. Just need the dark at this point. The dark's going to go here, like that, and then up here a little bit as well. So it looks pretty good. So to get a little more dark in the bottom, like that. Okay, it looks pretty good. And right here it's dark. Get a little of that in there because that sort of flows out from there. Like that. And underneath is pretty dark. Let's get reestablish some blues and darks right here. Because we're going from this really light area to a really dark area suddenly, and it doesn't look good. So if I can get this to be a bit like the surrounding areas, I think it'll be a lot better. All right, so I think that'll be all right. That looks better. So at this point, I want to do some greens. That's why I started streaming. I wanted to get the greens in. So do I have a green brush? Yes, I do. All right. So I know that, let me move this. Sorry for the motion sickness causing stuff here. I want to go to this corner here. So I know that over here we have bushes, and I want this area here to be dark, and I want it to lighten up as it comes over here, because as it comes over here, it's exposed to this moonlight. So this area will be moonlit, and this area will not be. So I want a startlingly dark green right here underneath this. And I mean startlingly dark. So let's just make literally a black, and I have an old green here. So we'll get black, and then we'll get a little touch of this yellow, and we'll get this dark green. But that's not dark enough. I still want a little more blue, a little more brown, a little more blue. All right, that's nice and dark. I like that. A little more brown, a little darker. All right, so that's my dark green. And that is going to go here. Right here, there's nothing lighting this area at all. So I want to make a bushy pattern like that. So that looks pretty good. And then As I come up, I know that the top is lit from the window above, but we're not there quite yet. We want to just sneak into the corner here with this darker green. Again, have like a little bushy pattern. That's going to come up into here. We have another bush over in this area, but I don't want that to be here quite yet. Let me turn back on my lights. It's a bit dark. All right. That's going to have some reflection. Unfortunately, this paint is highly reflective. This is a major gloss, but that's okay. So that's a little better. Now you can actually see it. All right. So we're back to this green in the corner. So let's figure out what we want to do here. So I know that I like this dark green, and that's pretty much just black in the corner here. Let's just fill this in, this area there. All right, and then as I come up, it gets lighter. I know that, but I do want to establish this deep, deep green. And it is fairly green. It's going to be over here as well, so you get a clump, and then come up here like that. This, more of a clump there. Like that. Looks pretty good. Got our nice round brush. This is Creative Mark. Just about the cheapest possible brush you can get. All right, and that comes down here. All right, so let's just get this whole area here. Get another sort of a pattern, another little greeny thing there. And at this point, I'm running out of paint. Let's make some more. Got my blue, got my brown, a little yellow. Let's desaturate this with a little red, and I mean a touch of red. All right, nice desaturated green. All right, so let's get that, come back over through here. So we still have this sort of a green action item here. And that comes up above this kid's head. We got the bushes here. That's going to have a dark base to it. Like that. All right, so we have this nice green, and as we come around, it is really straight. I would like a little bit more stuff coming down here like that. And right here as well, a little bit more. Not like a ton, but like that. All right. So that's pretty good. All right, so now we're approaching the edge here, and at the edge, we're starting to get into the moonlit area here. So as we get moonlit, we want a little more yellow because now we have a light source. And the light source is going to make our green a little lighter. Not like amazingly lighter, but a little lighter. So now we have this light green. I like it. So this is like a mid-tone. Nice and mid-tony green here. Alright. So now we have this mid-tony green. So like that. So it's a little lighter. It's not like just remarkably lighter than what we had before, but it just has that little hint of, you know, I'm a little lighter than the previous one. But it's not like glow in the dark. All right, so now we're coming around the corner into more light from that moon. So I want to get this lighter color. And that's going to be sort of our base right here. So that's getting hit with a lot of this moonlight. Like that. Still going to have some darker green underneath, but the overall feel of this is more light green. Like that. Alright, that's cool. And then we have light green over here. Because again, we have this dark green bush over there, but we're getting a lot of light in there. Right. Looks pretty good. And then behind the girl as well, we have this lighter green. Okay. All right, so it looks pretty good. It's got like a nice feel to it. So you can see we go from dark over here to light over here. And I think that's working for me. Let's see if I can move my camera back a little bit, get a little more in the shot. All right, that's better. It's got a little better shot going now. All right, cool. So now let's get this light green that we already had. Well, actually, I want to get some of the dark green. I got a hair. Get some of the dark green and just get underneath these light greens here. So we have a little dark, but the overall feel is lighter. All right. And I do want to use, while I have this nice pretty light green, I do want a little bit of it up here. Just a tad. That looks pretty good. All right, so then we have a moonlit greens. Moonlit greens, darker greens. So now let's get some brown. And I want a brown base, sort of a brown mix. So get this green here, mix some brown into it. Have a brownish, greenish plant base that's going to go underneath here. So mix it in there. Blend it in with the green a little bit so it's not a separate entity. Alright, looks pretty good. So at the bottom I want like a pretty much a black. So I had a black going here. So that's at sort of the bottom section here a little bit. And the bottom section there. Like that. It looks all right. Do a little bit of that. Come in between here. All right, then want a little bit of that here. Just like in the bottom areas. Like that. Over here, I have a pretty good gap of it right there. Ah, cool. All right, now add the lights. So we got light green. So I have my dark green here. Let's get a little more blue and a little yellow and some chartreuse. Okay, and I want to desaturate this a little. So I have like this olive. All right, so I have this light olive. It's gonna look all right. It's a little too dark. A little white. All right, how is that gonna look over here? It's all right. Still think that's light enough. It needs to be a little lighter. Because now we're moving into the part where there's a lot of light. A little more chartreuse. Get that nice stuff there. All right. So now I want to get just some patterned olive in there. Like that. Looks nice. A little more. Like that. Like that. Looks pretty good. Like that. Looks pretty good. Okay. Get a little more of this. Make like a brighter green. It's fairly bright green there. Alright, so I want to touch just sort of the edges of this with this. Like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I want the snow on top of some of this. Like that. A little more of this. Just have little patterns across there. Like that. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so that's where the light is sort of hitting it. So now we have snow on top of that. So let's get a brush. And let me come in here fairly close and get the snow. So I know I need snow here. This is my white brush. I don't want to drown it in white, but I do want some little patterns of snow like right here. Like that. And then like little patterns of snow crossing through here. Like that. Let's get more snow over here. Like that. Looks pretty good. That's really blurry. Why is it so blurry? Hopefully it doesn't look that blurry on the stream. So that's really annoying. All right, over here we got little patterns of snow. And then here, a little snow. Like that. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's get a little more snow over here. I don't want the brush that wet. Want snow like just basically over the top sections here. Like that. Like that. Snow and bottom sections there. Like that. Like this. All right, looks pretty good. Hey, Linda. All right, so now I want some yellow. I guess I'll just use this brush. All right, so we have just yellow splotches right here. Like that. I don't want to smother it in yellow. In the middle, it is literally smothered in yellow. So this is coming off the light up there. Like that. All right. Like that. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Doesn't look exactly like the picture, but whatever. All right, I want some yellow over here. Get some yellow here. My skill at drawing bushes is not very good. Like that. Okay. That looks all right. Needs some adjustments, but I think overall it'll be okay. Has a nice look and feel to it. It doesn't look like really annoying. It doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look really annoying, which is what I was shooting for, right? So I want a light green. I'm going to get white. I'm going to mix it into here to where it's really, 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 really light green. Alright, that is really light green. And I want to just sort of hit the tops of some of these here. So you have like a little action in between there. Like that. And hit this up here. So really light green. Have sort of a bush sticking out there. Alright, so I think that's going to do me. For the bushes, it has a nice variety and it's not annoying, which is what I was shooting for. Alright, so now let's come in with the snow below the bush. Because we have an issue to where we need that to be fairly dark. So let's make up a dark blue that was black. I just added blue into it. Add more blue into it because I want a really dark blue. Alright, and so the dark blue is going to be back in this area here. We need some shadow coming off these things. Basically, I just want some shadow. Because this is going to be really, really shady down here. Because there's no moonlight, there's nothing other than the window light. And at the very start of the bushes here, that window light is not going to hit yet. Because it's too close to the house. So I'm going to give a little distance. And then I'm going to give a little bit of a windowed, yellowed light past this. But right here next to the bushes, it's dark. Because the bush and the house is going to be casting a shadow. And here as well. This has moonlight, so it's going to be less dark, but it's not going to be that bright white, that's for sure. Just get a little shadow from there. Like that. Alright. You come in here with this shadowed area here. Sort of mix it in. Alright, now there's where the yellow will be, right about here. Alright, so it looks nice. It looks pretty much how it would be if it was lit up like that. Okay, so the moonlight's coming here, so that'll be a little whiter. Right through here. like that, and then through here will be a little whiter as well. Because the moonlight's coming through here. Like that. So it looks pretty good. It's got a nice shadowed feel to it. Alright, what else do you want to work on? I guess we'll do the people. I guess. So the kid, well, I don't want to do the people yet. I want to get the snow fixed. Problem is if I touch the people and then the snow is not exactly like I want it, then I'm going to mess up the people when I do it. Alright, so we'll do the people last. Right now we'll go back to the car. So the top of the car has like this darker blue color on it. Let's grab some of that. Right here. And it comes down here. Like that. Like this. And then this, like a darker blue. Wow, that's really blue. Got some brown in there. All right. Like this. I think that's all right. They're the same sort of color here. Like that. So we got that. So the top of the box is a dark blue. Like that. Side of the box is a little darker blue. Get some blue in there, get some brown in there. Alright, so the side of the box is a little darker. Like that. Looks alright. Cool. A little bit darker here. A little texture in there. There we go. Cool. Okay, I got that. I got that. I need this. This needs to be just black. That needs to be almost solid black. Which brush? This one. Okay. So this is my solid black brush. That's all right. Okay, could do the wheels, I guess. Need to sort of fix this undercarriage here. of that, as well as fix this. Okay, that looks pretty good. Car overall looks pretty good. Let's see, snow looks all right. And that light is really annoying. Turn that down. All right, that's better. Okay. So we could do some of the windows. Let's do the windows. I need a white, pretty much white at this point. Oops. I got this leftover yellow. I could do whitish yellow. That would work. So we need to fill in the windows here with this whitish yellowish stuff. That's way too bright. Let's get some of that. Come here with that. Mix that in. Okay, it looks pretty good. Let's get the same color. Add in the white. And come over here. All right, it works. That's hitting the gift that this kid has. Let's get a little more white. I want to brighten this up some because this is hitting the moonlight. Whoa. This is hitting the moonlight, so I want this to be fairly bright. All right. That looks all right. And then the little panels between the windows are getting light from the inside. So these are going to be moderately bright. These are not going to be dim. Not going to be as dark as the reference photo has them, I don't think. I don't think they're as dark as that reference photo makes it out to be. All right. Come in with this. Like that. All right, get one more. Like that. All right, I think that works. That works nicely. The bottom of this one is pretty white, so let's reference that here. All right, now let's blend this dark into the white, sort of get an in-between color there, get a nice blend on it, and then we can make it look a little better. Okay, so I think that looks all right. That's a little harsh transition right here, I think. All right, and then the edge of this is already white, so we're good on that. Would like it to be a little brighter. And then as you come down, have it come all the way down. There's gifts and pots or something up there. So I have that, and I have that, and I have that. Okay. What I'm going to do now, let's get the dark area underneath the tire real quick. That's brown and blue. So it's a darker brown. We had one here. All right, we had one there. I'm going to put this aside. So this back here is dark. It is getting a little reflective light, but not like a substantial amount. Not enough to be noteworthy. I think this will do me for this area right there. Okay, I got that. I got that, and I got that, and that looks pretty good. I need to get this dark brown and come down with it here. I misjudged where that tire well would be. And then there's snow underneath that. I got a snow brush here. Let's put a little snow there. All right, and underneath the tire, snow as well. Okay, that's all right. All right, so that looks pretty good so far. I'm pleased with it. I need a light color here. Like that. That's a little too prominent. Could reduce that down a bit. like that. That works for me. Already did this. I could use some separation line. I could use a handy separation line right here. Like that. That's a little better. Okay, the lights look good. Everything looks all right. Let's hit the tires. So this is going to be with our dark color that I just ruined. Great. Looks like we're mixing a new dark color. All right, so this will be with our sort of dark color now that I've ruined it. That's going to come around the tire. Like that. Like that. All right, I think that'll be sufficient. Come around with the same color on the front tire. All right, looks pretty good. And this got an inner border of this red. So I'm going to have to sort of compensate for that because as we come down, it's going to need to be a little thicker. Thicker underneath here. I need to make way for that inner border of red. It's like a light desaturated red that comes around. Okay, looks pretty good. Now I need same color. Need more of it. I have officially run out of color. So it's nice, deep, dark brown that's sort of desaturated. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, that looks good. Now let's get the back tire. Let's see. Okay. Okay, one more. Should have finished the back tire. All right. I think that'll do me. I do think the snow needs to come up a little. I don't think the back tire is, what is this? That's a wrong brush. I think the snow needs to come up a little. Like that. Okay, I think that's all right. So let's get this unusual inner color. It's like an orange. And I'm assuming that it's sort of like a reflection. So let's clean this off. Let's get it orange. Let's get a yellow. We have an orange here from yesterday. Let's get a red. So we have a nice orange, but this is not that bright. It's more desaturated. And the opposite of orange is blue, so let's add a little blue into our orange. That's the color we want, a nice desaturated orange. That's perfect. All right, and that's going to go here on the inside. All right, it needs to be lit up a little. Okay, here on the inside. That's all right, and I'll put some here too. Looks pretty cool. So we have this color a lot. Actually, we have it here. There, and we have it here. Okay, we have it here. Like that. Then we have a little here. Like that. So I want some here. Sort of like a little rust color is what I think it is. It works. All right, looks good. So now let's get the, oh, so am I happy with the snow or not? I think I am. I think it needs more details. However, for overall, I am mighty pleased with the snow. So let's assume that I'm good with the snow. And let's start on these people. So the first thing I want to do is the guy, the top left. And he is a blue. So I have some blue in my brush from all the snow. What does that look like? That looks very much like what he has on. So let's do that. Let's do just a base of this. We got this color, it goes up here. And then it gets darker here. I don't want to deal with that just yet. And then we got a little on his arm. So it's sort of like a jean jacket. And it looks like he's put on a little weight. All right, let's move the camera over. So it looks like this guy's put on a bit of weight, but it is Christmas time. So that's all right. Everybody puts on a few pounds in Christmas. All right, looks pretty good. Let's get that dark. So I have this dark blue here. Let's reuse that. Got that perfect storm of Christmas weight gain because you got Thanksgiving and you know you're going to eat. And then here comes Christmas right as you started losing a little of that Thanksgiving weight. All right, so it looks pretty good. So I think that looks pretty good. He's got orange on the back, but whatever. All right, so he's got on dark brown pants. I'm not sure that's going to work out like I think it's going to work out. I think the biggest problem is we got dark brown everywhere. Let's come in and get this lady here. She's got blue. That whole thing's blue. She's got a red scarf. All right, that's darker blue there. As we come underneath here, it's darker blue. Right. And I think we made her arm a bit thick. That's a bit rotund there. Let's come back and fix underneath her with this green then. like that. All right, this looks good. Okay, so we got the blues. We got the blues here. I could use a little. What the heck is this? Oh, it's my light blue. I got a dark blue and a light blue. Let's get this light blue. She has a dark blue. Let's transform this into a dark blue. Let's desaturate it a bit. Dark desaturated blue. Come in here with her and get sort of this blue. Well, limited palette, man. So much control over everything. All right. And so it's lighter blue up top. So let's get white. Let's go into this deep blue here, come out with a lighter blue. So that's a nice, light, pretty blue. And her sleeve is that color. Yeah, I have not done a limited palette ever until the last 3 paintings, and I am hooked. It looks so nice, and it's so easy once you kind of figure out how to mix everything out. All right. Okay, I think that's going to do me. Will this be your Christmas card? No, I don't really do Christmas cards, I gotta say. I haven't done Christmas cards in a very long time. If you want to use this as your Christmas card, feel free. All right. So I need to fix that gap there. All right, so this kid we have black in 3 different places. Let's get those in real quick. So let's get brown, let's get blue. I've made my black. So let's get this black color and do this kid's pants here. I'm not sure if that's black or if that's dark blue, but today it's going to be black. Well, Congratulations, that is the freakiest looking pair of legs I've ever done. And I'm not sure how to fix it. I'm tempted to just wipe it off. He looks like he just dismounted a horse. That kid has the perfect legs for being on a horse. All right, use our wipe-off tool. This is a rubber wipe-off tool that I got out of Jerry's Artorama. All right. All right. Here's what it looks like. All right, now let's fix this kid's freakish legs. So we have to move the second leg to here. And then come back like that. Okay, that's much better. All right, let's get our black and put the rest of his leg in. All right, looks pretty good. And now we need to fix the snow that's surrounding him. Let's see, what color snow do we have? We're going to get this and blend it over. I don't know, I may have to adjust it more. Now he has little small gimpy legs. I don't know. Looks like he's going to need some surgery. We'll fix them later. So, let's see. We're running an hour and 14 minutes. I'm going to kill the stream. And I will work on this a little more later. Be streaming probably tomorrow, either finishing this or starting something new. So, thanks everyone for joining me.